Hearty dips and appetizers are always a good idea, so today I'm taking you through a dip recipe. Welcome back to the Silly Kitchen. We are using fish today to make a creamy, delicious, easy dip. Now there are tons of variations, exceptions, switcheroos that you can do with this one. I am using a beautiful piece of rainbow trout for this recipe. Salmon works really great, and if you buy yourself some already smoked trout, that is also a really great option. Once I have cooked up my rainbow trout, about 15 minutes at 350 degrees in the oven with just a little bit of seasoning that I like putting on fish. You pick whatever you want. You actually don't even need to do anything if you don't want to put any seasoning on it at all, because we're going to add a bunch of flavors to the dip. Now, if you've already cooked fish and maybe you've made too much for dinner one night and you have leftover, this is also great to use up that extra fish. I don't know about you, but I'm not good at cooking for one or two. I usually cook for way more than I need to, and then I have leftovers. But in all honesty, leftover seafood is sometimes a little for me. I'm not a big fan of it. So with this you can use, and then that way the dip is good for another day or two in the refrigerator. Okay, let's get to it. Once you pull that fish out of the oven, we're gonna let it cool down and just put it in a bowl. The skin of your fish should completely come off as you take it out of there. And then we're gonna put it in a bowl and make some layers. I'm going to add an entire container of cream cheese, just plain. And I'm gonna also add in 3 big heaping spoonfuls of sour cream. You guys know I do not measure, so eye it out. But I will try to put sort of measurements as I can as I go. Heaping tablespoons works really well for me. You can always add a little bit more sour cream later if you feel like the consistency isn't right. So less is more when you're building. I'm also gonna add in some lemon juice, probably about 2 tablespoons of that, a couple splashes of Worcestershire sauce. We're also gonna season it up with paprika, a little bit of onion powder, and a ton of fresh dill. I just use a fork to mix it all up nice and thoroughly. You wanna make sure that cream cheese doesn't have any chunks left in it. I also add a little bit of salt and pepper, your choice if you want. Taste as you go, see what the flavor is like. The other option too, with sour cream and just cream cheese, it might feel a little tart to you. So if you wanna add a little bit of mayonnaise instead of that 3rd spoonful of sour cream, go ahead and substitute that out. I like to make sure that this is in the fridge for at least 25 minutes or so before serving it. I love eating this just with a cracker or some fresh baguette bread. It is so yummy, all that dill flavor in there. And if you're using leftover fish, it's a great way to use up some of those leftovers. If not, try it with salmon, try it with smoked trout. Let me know what kind of combination you came up with that works for you. For me, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna eat some. See you next time.